Oh boy, in this Can You Build It, we're going to make a computer-generated dice. You are all excited to go to the Other Things game night and fight the Demigorgon when you remembered you left your lucky dice in the locker at school. Fortunately, you have a microbit and can whip up a quick dice simulation. Let's look at some pseudocode. Here's our pseudocode. It's pretty straightforward. It's still a very simple program. We have our event when we shake. We want to clear the screen. We want to make a random number and set it to a variable. And then we want to display that variable. We need to talk a bit about variables. Variables are a value that can change. Think of them like a box to hold something for you. It's really nice that numbers mean something. So, for example, 3 is always going to mean 3, and it's going to be equal to 3. Or that 4 is always going to be equal to 4. But what if we want a number or something to hold number that can change? We want a number that can change to be anything we want. That's where the variable comes in. At this point, feel free to pause the video if you know how to do this or you want to give a try of figuring this out on your own. Go for it, pause the video, that's okay. But if you get stuck, come on back to the video, hit play, and build along with the video. Let's go over to MakeCode. All right, here is our MakeCode. Let's get our shake going. So I'm going to go to input, and here is shake. On shake. I wanted to clear the screen first. That's a basic. I don't see it here. If you don't see something that you know is supposed to be there, take a look over here. We've got a ... more. There we go. Clear screen. Next thing I want to do is make a random number and assign it to a variable. All right, let's play around with these variables a little bit so we can get a better understanding what they're doing, what's going on. To make a variable, you have to first go to variables and then click make a variable. Sometimes you might have one in here already. Sometimes you might not have anything in there. If you have nothing in there, that's okay. We're going to make a variable. I'm going to call it test because I'm just testing out variables right now. I can pull out set test because right now it doesn't have anything in, so we're gonna set it to 0. I'm gonna set it to 2, and then we're gonna see if this is working. So right now, test is holding the number 2 for me. I'm going to go to basic, and I'm going to go to show number. And then I'm going to grab my variable. I'm going to pull out test. So on shake, it should clear the screen. It should set test to hold the number 2 and then show me whatever test is holding. Let's see. 2. Great, it works. Let's try a different number. Let's try 5. Give it a shake. Sometimes if it doesn't work, I was still clicked over here. I was still editing. It'll work now. Let me click off that and give it a shake. 5. Cool. But I don't want one number to always show up. I want it to be anything. So instead of setting test to 5, I'm going to set it to a random number. And random numbers are found under math. Let's go to math. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. But we're looking for a pick random. In this case, we are simulating a 6-sided dice. So I'm going to say the lowest number I want is a 1. And the highest number I want is a 6. Let's see if this worked. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to shake. I got a 3. Shake it again. I got a 2. Shake it again. I got a 3. Give it a few more shakes. Look, I'm getting all these different numbers. That's pretty neat. If I wanted to simulate a larger dice, I could change these numbers. I could simulate a 100-sided dice really easily. That's pretty fancy. I hope you enjoyed this Can You Build It? If you're looking for a challenge, it would be really cool if you could make a program that not only simulates a 6-sided dice, but one that could simulate an 8-sided dice, a 12-sided dice as well. Add in a d20, and you can simulate just about any dice you're going to need for your Dungeons & Dragons game.